Greetings everyone, and thanks for clicking on this video. Last year I made a 3-part video where I'm accidentally kidnapped by the CGR Intergalactic Space Arcade. And while marooned in space, I reviewed 3 video games in the hope that Mark Bussler would return to the station and send me home. This video is all 3 parts put into one video, and it was upgraded to 4K. Did I inadvertently have something to do with the return of Classic Game Room? Did Mark see the video and say, "Oh, hells yes, bitches, it's time for CGR to come back"? Yeah, and if my head was that inflated, I'd think that. But CGR did come back. Mark hasn't sent me any flowers, and the world is a little nicer. Just a little, because CGR has returned. This was a passion project filled with a ton of laughs, and if you want to see the payoff, it's best to watch it all the way through. So grab some popcorn and a beer or soft drink, and thanks for watching and enjoy the video. Welcome everyone to the Game Closet. I am happy you stopped by for this special tribute to Classic Game Room. But more about CGR in a moment. Have you ever seen an anthill on the sidewalk and you just started stomping all over it, knowing full well that you've become the apocalypse in those ants' lives? What if the tables were turned and those ants were 60 feet tall and they were swarming all over your hometown and they brought giant robots of death to help them destroy everything? Well, in Earth Defense Force Iron Rain, that's exactly what happens. In this latest entry, the Earth Defense Force team, known as EDF. That made me feel strange. The Earth Defense Force team, the Earth Defense Force team, also known as EDF. Oh, good lord. Oh, man. Oh, I feel so strange. I'm sorry. The Earth Defense Force team, also known as EDF. I don't know what's happening. My gosh, what just happened? Oh. What? Am I in the Intergalactic Space Arcade? Oh my god! Oh my god! It's Mark Zatari. It's the CGR microphone. Holy smokes! It's his RoboCop. Oh my gosh! This is impossible! How in the hell did I get here? Oh, there's a note. Dear Edit Station 1, going down to Earth for a couple of weeks. Yeah, this makes a little more sense. Going down to Earth for a couple of weeks, grabbing some groceries, some WD-40 for your squeaky wheel, and I'm going to spend some time with my family. Also, I'm going to run to Target and GameStop to grab a PS5. Please shut off the beaming portal so nobody accidentally beams in by accident. Huh. Oh, P.S. Please don't forget to beat the clone of Derek with the GameCom every day at noon to keep him submissive. Okay, well, that makes some sense, I guess. I gotta figure out how I got here. Well, let's see. I said EDF 3 times. Well, that's once. EDF, EDF! Well, that didn't work. That's not the beam down passphrase, so... Okay, well, while I'm here, I may as well go ahead and review a game. So, one game franchise that Mark was obsessed about on Classic Game Room was Earth Defense Force. And, of course, this is the latest entry, Iron Rain. It's an insect shooting goodness sort of game. So, without further ado, let's dive into this latest installment of Earth Defense Force Iron Rain for the PlayStation 4. So, let's do it! EDF! 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 Mark? He's gone. Oh, you expect me to talk about the game now? So my EDF team was squashed, and then this guy shows up with some kryptonite, shoves it in my back, and now I'm Lex Luthor, defender of the frickin' Earth. Dun dun dun! Magic glowing rock shoved up my ass, solve everything. And I feel great. So now I can start kicking insect ass like I'm humanity's only hope. Earth Defense Force Iron Rain was developed by Ukes for PS4 and Windows and released in 2019. It's got a ton of action and a ton of insects, robots, and monsters that want to destroy you simply because you're delicious. My only real complaint is they throw you to the wolves and give you little instruction on what the hell to do and what your equipment does. Unless I'm just stone cold stupid.
Hell yeah!
So the ants overwhelm me because I don't have a clue what I'm doing. That voice bastard on my headset keeps telling me to go shoot the ship because it's falling apart. Great. I keep shooting it, but these ants think I'm a dog chew toy. At this point, I'm thinking of investing in bags of sugar and having them dumped via airdrop, but I don't know if that's going to help either, but these guys are really, really hungry and they like my ass. Until I finally figure out what the hell the overdrive is and how to use it, even though this is the tutorial level. It's not like they said, hey, here's some instructions on how to use your equipment. As you can see, having that kryptonite shoved up my butt was a great idea because now I have overdrive. Maximum overdrive.
Adios, motherfucker! Adios, motherfucker!
Now I know how Frodo and Sam felt killing Sauron. Of course, you get to customize your character with a lot of detail. I usually like to look as ridiculous as possible. Great. Green pigtails. Now I need a real Miss Congeniality face to go with that wig do. Ah. Now I'm as serious as Nancy Pelosi getting her hair done during the pandemic lockdown. Now to dress like Ronald McDonald and I'm ready to kick insect ass. Previous entries of EDF are more campy and the graphics have a more arcade quality. Iron Rain's graphics are much more realistic and so is the voice acting. The developer was attempting to attract Western audiences, but it sort of backfired and the Japanese audience was the one that embraced the game. Now personally, I like the more realistic element to Iron Rain. Don't get me wrong. EDF in any form is great. You get to shoot giant bugs and robots like you're in Starship Troopers. Give me more of that. There is strategy involved. You can't just go running in like your Master Chief or you'll get your ass handed to you. See the earlier part of this video for proof. I love blowing shit up like the next guy, but if you don't shoot, dodge, and use your overdrive at the most crucial moment, then you're toast.
Enter the Scourger.
Giant killer robots of death from hell. Actually, they aren't too hard to kill, but they're so freaking cool looking. Hit them a few times with your rocket launcher and they'll fall like a house of cards. And then we get to play Grand Theft Auto EDF Edition. Be very, very quiet. We are hunting scourgers. So this beautiful Toyota Tundra is now my personal chariot of the gods, and I get to drive around like Mad Max looking for giant robots to kill. But these vehicles' controls are caca. You would think that a game with great controls could get the car controls right, but at least it's not a dog sled being pulled by a team of chihuahuas, and that is better than walking, right? So Scourgers on their own are pretty easy, but if you encounter 3 at the same time, watch your sweet behind or they will crush it for you. Keep moving, stay in their blind spots because they don't move very quickly, and...
Fire!
Watch for new insects. The developers try to keep you on your toes by introducing new bugs and monsters, like the Siderius, a crabby Dilophosaurus-like monster. One is bad enough. Wait until you have a whole gaggle chasing you. That overdrive comes in handy, so use it only when necessary, as it doesn't charge fast. Gigantic tarantulas falling from the sky doesn't make me want to sing that old song, Pennies from Heaven. It makes me want to crap my pants and run to my mommy. But since mommy isn't here, I guess I have to kill these hairy bastards all by myself. They are creepy, but they look awesome. EDF, baby! Let's fill these 8-legged creeps full of lead. There are over 52 missions in Earth Defense Force Iron Rain, and yes, you get to buy and upgrade your weapons and character. It's more of the same over and over. Kill giant bugs and robots by yourself, or co-op online, but the repetition isn't boring because it's shooting and blowing up things done the right way over and over again. The new Earth Defense Force game is slated for fall 22, and I can't wait to get it here in the game closet so I can blow these bugs to kingdom come. It's EDF, baby, and don't forget it. In 2008, the classic game room we all know and love rose from the ashes of the Game Room internet show hosted by Mark Bussler and his college buddy David Crossan. It lasted from 1999 to 2000. Mark was the sole host of CGR on YouTube and made over 2,700 videos reviewing everything from gaming consoles, video games, arcade games, pinball machines, packaging, controllers, other peripherals, snacks, and of course, he commented on the beers he would drink on the show. Sadly, Mark put Classic Game Room to rest around 2018-2019. CGR's unique style, humor, and thorough journalistic reviews of video game related products is not only missed, but irreplaceable. We missed the jokes, we missed the quips, and we just missed CGR. Whether Mark knows it or not, he made a difference. He made people laugh and inspired idiots like me to host their own shows. I had a short email exchange with Mark recently, and I told him this: "You are a class act, Mark, and I consider you the Johnny Carson of humor video entertainment. And if you are the Johnny Carson, I could only hope to be the David Letterman." Well, with that said, I'm going to go have a look around this place. Come with me. Whoa! Look at this place. Oh, jeez. This place is so cool. Well, since I'm going to be here for a short... Whoa! I am going to have to put this on. Since I'm going to be here for a short while, I may as well review something. And review something I've never played. Let's see. What's he got here? Hey! Ooh. How about this? I wonder what he's got to drink around here. Hello everybody, welcome back to Game Closet Retro, and I'm still stranded here on the Intergalactic Space Arcade. Yep, I am Space Gilligan. So we're going to do part 2 of our tribute to Classic Game Room, and I'm reviewing Golden Axe Beast Rider from the comfort of space. Well, for now. I guess Mark will be back soon. I can just ask him to send me home. But what about this room, eh? Look at this. I always liked this room. It had that funky 1970s wallpaper. It looked like the Cleveland Browns decorator threw up in it. But it was retro cool. Classic game room cool. But not as retro cool as this game. It's Golden Axe Beast Rider on the PlayStation 3. Now, I found this note. Dear Mark, I'm going to Earth to get my brake key repaired by Perry Fractic at the Retro Recipes Kitchen in Los Angeles. He has a way with old technology will show the love and respect I deserve. See you in 3 weeks. Turn off the beaming portal so nobody steals Musha and all of my booze. XOXOXO. Love your master. Edit Station 1. P.S. I killed that last shoddy clone of Derek and tossed his carcass out the airlock. He wouldn't clean the toilets to my liking. You'll have to hatch a new one. Okay. Booze, eh? I wonder what booze Edit Station 1 has in the bar. You hear that, Edit Station 1? I'm gonna drink all the booze and Mark will be pissed when you get back. Ah, lazy robot sidekick takes a vacation. I'm here to rule the roost. It's good to be the king. A drunk king. There it is, the Golden Axe. Not to be mistaken with Golden Grams. And you are the very hot Tyrus Flair. Not to be mistaken with Ric Flair. She was the Amazon warrior from the original Golden Axe game, and in this iteration of the game, the Axerian Titan God Dragon is kidnapped in broad daylight, a la Game of Thrones style. You'd think a godlike dragon could handle a few scumbag peasants, but I guess he's forgotten his dragon Viagra because his flame seems rather limp. So, they lasso him and they drag him away like a bad singer at the American Idol tryouts. That's not nice. This one was released way back in 2008 on Xbox 360, and this is the PS3 version here. Unlike its predecessors, this is the first 3D foray in the Golden Axe series, and it got some harsh criticism back in the day, but did it deserve the sharp jabs from the likes of IGN, GameSpot, and even Metacritic? We're about to find out. Tyrus wakes up unviolated somehow and without a Sicilian necktie. How generous of the Death Adder's army to leave her alive. And she got a sweet ride standing by. I wonder how many miles he gets to a gallon. Burninate. That's right, Chad the Dalek has spotted Tyrus burninating more attackers with all due prejudice. Hell, she should burninate anything with a first name. They kidnapped her god, shot her paw, and stole her Bible. Burninate. That's right, keep burninating those Death Adder bastards. So those garden gnomes with the food and the mana potion from the original games made their way back into this game too. Think of them as the modern-day DoorDash for magic potion and turkey legs. Treat them like dirt, kick them around, and they'll show you a good time. Kind of like how a pimp operates. Let's talk about combat. If you don't learn to evade or parry when you see the green, orange, or blue attacks, you will die. Timing is everything. I train much longer because with a successful evade or parry, your attacks are slicey-dicey, twice as nicey. See? Slicey-dicey, twice as nicey. If your deflection timing is spot on, you will send the magic back to the bad guys and kill them. Then this ass clown thinks that he's cock of the walk, so I show him what I learned at Ginsu University. Slicey dicey, twice as nicey. Damn, that had to hurt. Let's see that in super slow-mo. Slicey dicey, twice as nicey. He's able to be in 2 places at once now. There are magic portals you'll have to activate that will take you to other parts of the realm. Of course, you can't just buy your ticket and go. You have to defeat this giant ogre before you put your shoes on the X-ray machine. He's more than happy to check your bags before you travel and give you a goodbye kiss. I mean ass kicking. However, he doesn't know that you went to Ginsu University, so he gets a dose of slicey dicey twice as nicey. Ask for it by name. That's slicey dicey twice as nicey. And that concludes our lesson, and we can now travel worry-free. Coach is full, so we'll upgrade you to first class. So you obtain one half of the Golden Axe, and you must find the other half to defeat Death Adder and free your kidnapped dragon god. Sounds like an easy quest, right?
Wrong!
You'll find sacrifice gates with spikes which have a...
Boiling blood.
That's right, Count Dracula, you'll have to kick some bad guys onto the spikes to get the gates to open. And then it's time to...
Ride the beast!
You'll find one here at the Dragon Monster and Beast Kmart, and there are plenty of those generators all over the map. He seems familiar. Is it a terrible game? No. Is it a bit of a grind? Yes. You do the same stuff over and over again, but that's not unlike the original game if you think about it. With no waypoints and no clear list of goals, you'll sometimes wander around lost and frustrated. Once you really learn the controls, you will have a better time playing the game. However, everything looks the same throughout, and that gets monotonous too. So I'm thinking about trading in my Linth for my fire-breathing dragon buddy, but I can't decide, so I might be able to get a few more miles out of the Linth before I let her go. So these guys take my sweet ride from me, and they kick my ass. And if you get overwhelmed early on, you better hope you trained well. If you evade and parry while attacking, you might survive. I go back and pick up my dragon buddy, and it's time to burninate some ass clowns. I head to the next town to look for some action, like I'm Doc Holliday. Let the burninating begin. Oh no! They wrecked my brand new dragon! Slade Farm got me a brand new ride the same day. Thanks, Slade Farm! These Linths have stealth like a Klingon bird of prey, but unlike a Klingon bird of prey, you can attack while cloaked. Kicking ass never felt so good. There are upgrades, new magic, and beasts along the journey. Yeah, he learned the hard way. A great upgrade is the power crystals, which essentially turn me into Steven Seagal for 90 seconds. I'll show you a scene comparison, and here we go. Tyrus enters town and Gino enters the deli. Before three guys could easily kill Tyrus, Gino immediately starts busting heads. By the power of Grayskull, my Titan sword kills instantly. Gino uses a cleaver to give a manicure. 2 against 1 means Gino kills both. I cut 4 guys to pieces with my sword. 1 guy hits another, Gino beats him with his own bat. I slice a Titan in half with 1 swing and my hair looks great. Gino's bat and my sword take out 2 more morons, then Gino breaks his arm because he can. I defend myself valiantly as Gino yells at the broken arm guy and knocks him out with a salami. The deli owner pulls a gun on Gino. My sword is dripping with blood all over my new shoes. Gino calmly disarms the situation, literally. I'm singing the Ginsu University fight song, Slicey dicey, twice as nicey. Gino leaves the deli happy, and I wipe my sword with my dead guy's entrails. I believe at the time critics and lovers of the original series were expecting this to stroke their nostalgia glands and be the second coming of Golden Axe. But what they received was 2D Golden Axe with a fresh coat of 3D paint. The masses were mostly disappointed by the lack of couch co-op that they had since 1990. That translated to, "This game sucks donkey balls and I'm trading it in at GameStop." It's not a horrible game, it's just not a great game that will take you back to the arcade glory days and the heyday of the Sega Genesis. Beast Rider must be taken at face value, and maybe one day we may get the Golden Axe reboot that will blow our minds. For now, it's time for Tyrus to sexily ride the beast off into the sunset. Well, it would seem the more I drink, the harder it is to play the games. And Golden Axe Beast Rider isn't a bad game at all. The graphics are great for a 2008 PS3 game. But the controls are spot on, and well, I mean, they're a little sloppy, but that Tyrus flare is rendered perfectly and just as beautiful as my video game crush, Juliet Starling. Juliet. Well, believe me, folks, the Intergalactic Space Arcade is a great place to visit, but I wouldn't want to live here. There's weird noises, and the only thing I could find to eat was this gamer grub. So, and there's some cans of tuna. It is the ultimate man cave, though. I need to find something good to eat and something cool to play. Let's go back to the main arcade. Oh my gosh! I've never played this before! This is gonna be so cool! You're not gonna believe what game I found! This is awesome! Let's take my drink with me. Awesome! Kidnapped from Earth, Game Closet Retro temporarily broadcasts from the Intergalactic Space Arcade on Dr. Scott's desperate mission to find a way home and review video games. Welcome back to Game Closet Retro here on the Intergalactic Space Arcade until I can figure out a way to get home or Mark returns to boot me out the airlock. I am so excited to show you the game that I found. There was one game that was exalted above all others on Classic Game Room, and that was this one. Mark produced a great review about the Sega Genesis game, one about the arcade game, and there was a review on the box too. So let's dive into one of Toplan's best space shooters, Truxton! Oh, that was weird. It was either that was the way home or it's just the booze talking. Either way, let's play this. Here we go. Yes, watch me play horribly, as this was my first time playing Truxton, and after many takes I changed the difficulty to easy, just so I could advance a little for the video footage. Truxton was mentioned on Classic Game Room a whopping 17,465 times. I hope you didn't believe that, because it was bullshit. Mark did mention it a lot though. What he failed to mention was that he had a Truxton bedsheet set, Truxton pajamas, and a cool Truxton lunchbox. All, of course, he had made specially, and his wife refused to let him put them on their bed. If you believe that, then you need help. Somehow I could believe it, especially if he had a Musha nightlight and giant plush ant slippers. EDF! EDF! All kidding aside, this is a great game. I had never played it until I saw it here on the Intergalactic Space Arcade. Yes, you have to memorize where things are and what's shooting at you, or you will never get to the end of this game. And I think the thing that makes this a masterpiece from Toes Upland, whatever the hell it is, a great game is the music. It was so good they produced the soundtrack on vinyl. Well, nowadays they'll put anything on vinyl. Billie Eilish is a great example of that. But when Truxton was put on record, it was because it was freaking awesome, not a mumbling idiot that looks like she was rejected from a Nickelodeon show. In the game, your super fighter ship is fighting the Gaidans to stop the evil Empire and Darth Vader from breeding Ewoks to make Ewok bacon and sausage. I think that's what I remember from the manual I downloaded from the internet. You collect power boosters along the way to make your weapons more powerful. Also, different weapons are available along the Ewok asteroid as you shoot the Gaidan ships, like the Truxton beam, the thunder laser, and the power shots, which shoot out multiple bullets. The destroyer bomb is a smart bomb that blasts everything on screen with its giant skull of death. There is no way that death could be cooler. Just no way.
Yes way.
Truxton is addictive, and even in 2022 I can see why any gamer could enjoy this shooter because it's a very fun game, and on easy mode you can continue indefinitely. I want to keep playing just to hear the music, actually. I have a copy of Fireshark waiting for me when I get back home, and I can't wait to play it. It's another one of Toe Planner's shooting games. Now, obtaining a copy of Truxton for the Genesis today will cost about $40 for a beat-up cartridge-only copy, and for a complete in-box copy you can pay around $130. But fear not, the Sega Mega Drive 2 will have Truxton on it, and it's more than likely that it will be on the American Sega Genesis Mini 2, so you can wait to grab one of those if you're dying to play Truxton. Now, while it's true this footage is edited, I can easily tell you that I have played over 4 hours of Truxton just to get the footage that I have, and I still haven't made it to the end. Well, it's probably because I'm not very good at playing this game, but I love it. Now, only if I could play Musha half as well as I can play Truxton. I'm dead. You can definitely see why that game was such a well-loved game on Classic Game Room, and now that I know that it's the code for beaming home, I'll be right back.
2 very boring minutes later.
Well, I thought a couple of souvenirs would be okay. I know I already have a copy of Musha, but 2 copies of Musha are better than 1 copy of Musha.
Danger. The emergency disrupt system
Oh,
is now
shit.
activated.
Musha!
T-minus.
Oh! Me sideways. Well, I guess it's time to go, so let me grab a drink here and let's hope this works. Truxton! Wow! Oh, thank God I escaped that. Oh gosh, it's good to be home. Oh. I wonder if he has deep space man cave insurance. Well, anyway, thank you Closet Hangers for watching Game Closet's 3-part tribute on Classic Game Room. It's too bad the Intergalactic Space Arcade is now gone, but it's really sad. Oh well. Hey! Maybe I'll visit Metal Jesus soon.